Hi everyone, I'm very pleased to welcome you today to a new edition of Meet the Practitioner. Today I'm meeting Christopher Shaw.
Wait.
Hi Christopher.
Hello, welcome
Hello.
to my studio.
Yes, thank you very much. So Christopher from Pilates Body Pilot. We are in your studio today, your
Yes.
Pilates studio, and we are very pleased to meet you to discuss a little bit about your experience with Nutripuncture.
Welcome to my studio. Thank you for having me.
When did you encounter Nutripuncture?
Well, before my certification about 18 months ago, I was invited to this talk, and Dr. Patrick Vere was in Singapore back then. And then in the talk, there was a lady in my class who had severe knee problems, and he was asking a very, to me at that point was very strange questions about when was this pain start, when did it start, and did she live alone, and we found there was some mental emotional issues that led to the pain. And then he gave some numbers of the Nutripuncture, and within 2 minutes the pain subsided from 7 out of 10 to 2 out of 10. And then and for my practitioner eyes, she was walking like a duck. Then but after taking the Nutris, she walked nearly perfect. So at that time I was thinking, I was amazed, how could that system work within 2 minutes? Whereas in a pure physiotherapy way, it takes about a few sessions. Here it is right in front of my eyes, 2 minutes, 2 to 10 minutes, voila.
So that was really
an eye-opener, and then immediately I asked Dr. Vere, can we discount placebo? And to this day I still remember, we cannot discount placebo, 20 to 30% is involved. But the thing is, the more I practice Nutripuncture, the more I'm amazed what you can do and how the system works in the body, and then to the body via the mind, mental emotional system.
So that's basically the day you decided that you wanted to incorporate this into your practice, right?
Yeah, because I was thinking, if I can do Nutripuncture in Pilates rehab, our sports conditioning, I will get better result faster. And then you get a faster results and clearer approach, and then you just and not just faster but a deeper sense of pain relief, and just generally well-being, clarity of thought, and then the way they move, the way they express themselves. It's an amazing process. I remember doing the course with Kevin, and Kevin told me, say, because I'm a practitioner, I have to get my muscles and my bones identification and recognition that in place. If not, I will cause disturbance to the client. So every time before I see the client, I test myself whether I'm in my identity, so that I self-muscle test. If I'm not in my own identity, my arms get weak. I quickly take the joker.
Yes.
Yeah. So
that's good.
Yeah, because then I feel the shift, it causes a shift in me. I feel much more, not just because my identity, I'm also more important that the confidence in me to come out.
Oh, so you notice that when you work on yourself before a session, you feel better.
Yes.
You feel a shift.
Yeah, because sometimes you come to people who are, they suck your blood, so you have to create a space there, so that or sometimes before I know, I may see a potentially challenging client. So I take the joker to create a space, a buffer zone. So so that I don't get emotionally affected
So that's what you would do. You take the joker, which is the yin yang 33, 34.
Yes.
For men 36, 37.
Oui.
So conception governor and master of heart triple warmer.
Yes.
Sort of putting yourself on your axis, and also boundaries.
So they don't affect my boundaries, so that I don't get affected by them. And there's many times I see scoliosis.
Yes.
And then and severe scoliosis. And again, if it's just purely Pilates way of approach, it's very slow. So again, we give the conception governor and then you can see then the typical I feel the difference. I feel my spine has tingling, or feels lighter.
So they would take association there again. You don't give them the sequence of the conception of governor.
Like because here we do Pilates, so we have to make sure I don't have time to go to the long way.
Yes.
So I have to give them the yin yang, and then most of the time it works.
And do the clients take it with them when they go home?
Yeah, I will encourage them, say, look,
if you take these together, it will
Do your homework, take your Nutris twice a day for 1 month and see how it goes.
Christopher, what was your experience, your personal experience with Nutripuncture? How can you share with me one of your stories? We all have stories.
I have a lot of stories, but to keep it short, one of the issues that affects me most is was my knees. So during my knees had been affecting me for many years. I went to the osteopath. He checked. There's nothing wrong with my knees. So the most is we do the myofascial release on the ITB band to release it. Helps a little. Going down the staircase on the bridge, because I cross the bridge quite often, going up and then especially down, it's like a shooting sharp pain. So I have to walk down the staircase like a crab, sideways. It was so painful, and this was really affecting me. I was in my 40s, so I was a bit I didn't know what to do, because the osteopath was saying there's nothing with you. So I said, how can it be?
And you have pain, and they say there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong. So yeah, I do the ITV band, I did my Pilates, yes. So I make sure that I strengthen my weakened muscles area and I loosen out my tight areas as what the protocol is. So during the course with Kevin and during the break, I asked her, I spoke to her, I said, I need help with my knees. Me, I was more in the identity of my mom, not unusual. Then what was that? Yes. So she gave me something to like an eternal child,
a specific protocol to return to your original identity.
Yes, and then because I'm Peranakan, so we are very close to our maternal line lineage.
Right. So you are Peranakan.
I'm Peranakan, so it's the maternal line and influence is very strong in my people. So yes, so unfortunately too strong, it goes into my knees. Before I took the sequence, I could do half squat, 2 legs, before the pain kicks in. After the sequence, I went full squat without pain, no pain. Full squat meaning I got my buttocks down to the heels, a full squat.
So now it's completely gone?
Touch wood, yes, I've been away for more than 2 years, ever since my course. So if I feel that it's coming back again, I just want to replenish it, maybe take 1 week instead of 1 month.
Yes. Just to reinitiate the information.
Reinitiate, then revise and give the body the right sequence, the signals in the body again. Every time I see clients, I give them, and I'm always learning new concepts. Oh, what if I do this? What if I do that? And because when they come to the class, I always check them. Are the shoulders equal? Are the hips equal? Are the knees equal? Blah blah blah. Then sometimes before they say, hey Chris, before then they text me, say I need this. I say okay, before you class, I need to test them quickly, then you take the association, and then we start. Yeah. So sometimes they will text me and say, Chris, I'm really painful now. Can you come? Do I still come to class? I say where? So okay, we find the answer. She tells you the specific area of. Then I'll check the chart again. We approach the meridian lines. Okay, prepare the association before she comes. Because the class is, the other people are waiting. There's no time. I say,
yeah. You have to do it fast.
Yeah. I say then, okay, let's start.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much, Christopher, for spending the time with us. So that was really interesting to share some time with Christopher, and we thank you for joining us today, and see you for the next edition of Meet the Practitioner. Bye.